Reach for the Top's Cross Canada 1997 Championship. I'm David Russell. Each year, thousands of students from over 400 schools across Canada compete in the School Reach subscription program of Reach for the Top. Tonight, joining us, two finalist teams representing Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School in Red Deer, Alberta, the team on the lower platform. Over on my far right, this is Yanka Hegedus. Beside her is Ashwin Soligar, is that right? Uzman Chodere. We're almost close. David Ho, the team captain, right next to me, and their alternate today, Allison Weir. Up above us, representing Gloucester High School from Gloucester, Ontario, on the far right, James Dunlop. Next to him, Vivek Krishnamurthy. Is that right? Is our captain tonight. Jonathan Richardson next to him, and Ryan Mills. Their alternates today, Robert Kane and Manyi Sun. Their coaches are joining us over here in the audience tonight from Gloucester High School, Ontario. This is Barry Latoon. And just down the aisle from them over there, the coaches, the teacher coaches, Andrew Jackal and Kelly Oka. You can applaud for them. During the course of tonight's program, our scorekeeper will be Richard Majot, down here in the front. Myself, I will be judging tonight, and I'll turn you over now to your quizmaster for the evening, Mr. Paul Russell.
Thank you very much, David. We'll start out teams with snappers. Which English general founded British India? Yes, Vivek.
Clive?
Yes. Born in 1958, who was the lead singer of his family's group at the age of... Vivek.
Michael Jackson?
Yes, at the age of 8. What airport was opened northwest of Montreal? Vivek.
Mirabel?
Mirabel Airport in 1975, yes. What popular plant is the floral emblem of three United States states? Jonathan?
The rose?
No, I'll carry on for the lower team. Of three United States states, namely New Jersey, Rhode Island, and Wisconsin. What popular plant? And I need an answer. Ashwin?
The tulip?
No, it's the violet. We move on to a 30-point open question, open to both teams, on Canadian public events. Dating back to 1846, what famous exhibition began as an Ashwin?
The Expo?
No, upstairs. Which famous exhibition began as an agricultural fair in 1846? Yes.
The Canadian National Exhibition?
Yes, you have it, Jonathan. In English, what was the name of the first non-native theatrical presentation staged in 1607 in North America, north of Mexico? Wisman?
Circus?
No, it wasn't.
Passion play?
No, it wasn't, Vivek. It was the Theatre of Neptune in Nova Scotia, in what was then Acadia. What famous exposition featured the theme, Man and His World? Vivek.
Expo 67?
Yes, you're right. 30-point open question on quotes. I will tell you the name of an author and most of a quote. You give me the one word missing in each case. The first one, the author is Thoreau. And the quote, the mass of men lead lives of quiet, blank. Ashwin?
Joy?
No. Upstairs? Quiet.
Citizens?
Ryan? Pardon?
Citizens?
No. Desperation. The lives of quiet desperation. Santayana? Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to... Ryan?
Repeat it?
Yes. Scott? Oh, what a... Yanka?
Marvelous World?
No. Oh, what a... blank for upstairs. Web we weave. When first we practice... Ryan?
Tangled?
Yes. Tangled. When first we practice to deceive. Team question for 40 points. In this team question, whichever team is first to answer correctly the 10-point scramble is then eligible for the remaining 10-point questions in part 2. Scramble. For 10 points, which Scottish explorer discovered James?
Mackenzie?
No. I'll pass it down now. Discovered Victoria Land, the Admiralty, and Prince Albert Ranges.
Go for it.
Need an answer? Yanka?
Stanley?
No, it's Sir James Clark Ross. But since neither of you got that, we'll throw the question open. The remaining questions deal with Sir James Clark Ross. They're open to both teams. What famous discovery did Ross locate? James?
Antarctica?
No, not specific enough. Down. Yanka?
The Northwest Passage?
No, the North Magnetic Pole. Between the years 1839 and 1843, Ross led 2 ships in the first thrust through Antarctic pack ice. Identify one of the 2 ships he led.
The
Ashton.
Franklin?
Hmm?
The Franklin?
I didn't hear you?
The Franklin.
No. Upstairs? Jonathan?
The Conquest?
No. Erebus or Terror? The Ross trip into the Antarctic remained for 60 years the most southerly latitude reached. Within 10 degrees, what southern latitude did Ross reach? David?
5 degrees.
No. Upstairs? Gloucester? Vivek?
70.
70?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're within 10 degrees. 78 degrees was exact. So you have it for Gloucester. 30-point open question on word puzzles. What letter must be added to the beginning of a word meaning the mark left by a healed wound to create a second word meaning an award for... Jonathan?
Oh.
Yes, you have it. Oh. An award for excellence presented by a California Academy. Oh. What letter must be added to the beginning of a word meaning an opaque coating of tiny white granular ice particles to create a second word meaning serious wrongdoing? James?
B?
No, it's not B.
It's
Downstairs. James
Over
Thurber?
there.
I need an answer. No. The answer is C. It's rhyme and crime. What letter must be added to the beginning of a word meaning prehistoric, ancient, to create a second word whose chemical symbol, Vivek?
G.
G, old and gold. Open question for 40 points on birds. What large wading birds, including the bittern and egret, are of the family Ardeidae? Usman?
Penguins?
No. Gloucester? Ryan? Pardon?
Herons?
Yes, you have it. Related to the woodpeckers and varying in size, what is the perching bird of the New World tropics? Ashwin?
Cardinal?
No, it's not. Upstairs. Jonathan?
The toucan?
Yes, it is the toucan. With iridescent black plumage and a long bill, what is the group of originally Old World birds of the family Bushman?
I didn't press anything.
Put your lights on. Ashwin. Ashwin.
Crow.
Yes. I'm sorry.
The crow.
No, it's not. Back upstairs. Old World birds of the family Sternidae, now distributed worldwide. I need an answer. Ryan?
Starling?
Yes. What extinct Carolina bird was the only parrot native... Vivek?
Passenger pigeon?
No, the only parrot native to North America.
Is it
An answer, please? Ushvan?
the Mayan parrot?
No, it's parakeet. Now we have an audio question. If you will listen to the following cut, and then we will ask the question. James? No, you're wrong. We pass it down. You need an answer, please. David?
Beethoven.
No, Franz Schubert. Give me the name of the Schubert symphony from which that excerpt was taken. Vivek?
The unfinished number 8?
Yes. Now I'm going to play another cut will be played, and I'll read the question while it's being played. Name this Schubert quintet in which he wrote, David?
The Trout Quintet?
Yes, you're right. The next question, reverting to that piece of music. Schubert's musical output was huge, but his life was short. How old was he when he died? David?
31.
Exactly right, in 1818. An open question for 30 points on history. In 1959, this man was elected...
Fidel
Bianca.
Castro?
Pardon?
Fidel Castro?
No. Upstairs to Gloucester. This man was elected the first president of Cyprus. Who was he? I need an answer. Vivek?
Papadopoulos?
No, Makarios. For approximately 30 years, he was a double agent for the Soviet Union within the British intelligence service. He died in Moscow in James?
Philby?
Yes, he died in Moscow in 1988. What navigator was the first to sail around the world?
Magellan?
No. Do you want the rest of it? What navigator was the first to sail around the world beginning in December 1577, returning to his native soil 4 years later? Jonathan?
Sir Francis Drake?
Yes, Sir Francis Drake. Magellan didn't make it. Snappers. Which French philosopher, mathematician, and scientist, Vivek?
Descartes?
Yes, is often called the father of modern philosophy. Name the tongue or striker of a bell. Ashwin?
Clapper?
Yes. What short-legged black and white mammal belonging to the weasel, Usman?
Raccoon?
No. I'll complete the question for the top team. Belonging to the weasel family and native to North America, burrows dens for its families. James?
Badger?
Yes, badger. The Strait of Canso separates mainland Nova Scotia from what other landmass? Vivek?
Cape Breton Island?
Yes. Brouage, France, was the birthplace of what explorer? Vivek?
Jacques Cartier?
No. Thurber? Ashman?
Cabot?
No. Samuel de Champlain. That concludes our first round. Thank you, teams. We'll be right back after a short break.
Gloucester High School is a 1,600-student composite school in Gloucester, Ontario. It's a federal government-designated Center of Excellence for Gifted Students, and it is an advanced placement examination center. Gloucester is one of 13 sites in North America which has received a National Institute Excellence in Education designation from Nortel. Welcome back to Reach for the Top 1997 Championships. After round one, we have Gloucester High School with 190 points. Their opponents, Lindsay Thurber at 30, will begin round two. Paul, take it away.
Thank you very much, David. Assigned question now, teams. In this assigned question, in which each member of each team is assigned a 10-point question. If you miss your question, then your counterpart, on the opposing team will have a chance at it for 10 points. Given the name of a major city starting with Yanka, given the name of a major city, a former name of a major city, give its current name. So for Yanka, the former name is Christiania. Don't have it? Can I pass it up to you, James?
Oslo?
Yes, it is Oslo. Now for Ashvin, the old name of the city was Batavia.
Amsterdam?
No, it's not. Pass it up to you, Vivek.
Berlin?
No, it's Jakarta. Usman, the old name of the city is Leopoldville.
Berlin?
No, up to Jonathan.
Brussels?
No, it's Kinshasa. And now for David, the old name of the city is New Amsterdam.
New York?
Yes, you have it. It's New York. Now we go upstairs to Gloucester, starting with James. The old name of this city was Danzig. I need an answer.
Krakow?
No. Down to Yanka?
Hands?
No, it's Gdansk. For Vivek, the old name of this ancient city is Philadelphia.
Barcelona?
No. Passing down to Ashvin,
I don't know.
it's Amman. The old name of this city, Jonathan, is Tsaritsyn.
Buenos Aires?
No. Down to Usman?
Santiago?
No, it's Volgograd. And finally, Ryan, the old name for this city is Tenochtitlan.
Mexico City?
Yes, you have it. Very good. 30-point open question on Canadian history. Identify the 20th century decade in which the following events occurred in Canada. In which decade did Brian Mulroney become Ashvin?
The 80s?
Yes, the 1980s he became Prime Minister of Canada. Canadians of Japanese descent are moved inland. Vivek.
40s.
The 1940s moved inland from coastal British Columbia. And finally, The Saskatchewan NDP, Usman?
90s?
No. Passing it upstairs. The Saskatchewan NDP introduces the first Canadian Medicare plan. Vivek?
The 60s.
Yes, 1962. 30-point open question on math, open to both teams. What is the decimal equivalent of 8 divided by 100? Ashvin?
0.10125.
No. Upstairs?
0.08?
Yes. 0.08. What is another form of x to the 4th power times x to the 5th power? Usman?
X to the 9th power.
Yes. What is the correct numerical value of x in this statement? 3 divided by 4 equals x divided by 12. Jonathan?
9.
Yes. Open question for 30 points on famous physicists. Who was the first to theorize on the wave nature of electrons? Yanka?
De Broglie.
Yes. This man was the first to demonstrate the existence of the neutron. Usman?
Chadwick?
Yes. His name is remembered in the measurement of the frequency of electromagnetic Ashvin.
Angstrom?
No. Passing it upstairs. Electromagnetic radiation. Vivek?
Hertz.
Yes. What am I question? Founded in 1634, I am one of the world's greatest producers of newsprint. Usman?
Pulp and paper.
No. Upstairs? Ryan?
New York?
No. For clue number 2. From the earliest days, I have been a location that's... Usman?
Philadelphia.
No. I'll complete it for you. I have been a location that supplied explorers with necessities, including the birch bark canoes they used. Jonathan?
Quebec City?
No, it's not. I am the second oldest city in what was New France. Usman?
Montreal.
No. Upstairs? Vivek?
Trois-Rivières?
Yes, for 20 points. Now we have an open art question. If you would examine this reproduction, which you're going to look at now, and these questions will relate to this reproduction. What kind of institutional building is depicted in this work?
A
Yanka?
monastery.
Yes. What medium was used in this work of art?
Pastel?
Yeah, I'm sorry, David.
Pastel?
No, it's not. Upstairs? Jonathan?
Oil?
Yes, it is oil. This is a detail from the 19th century painting, The Garden of Daubigny, by what famous artist? Jonathan?
Van Gogh?
Yes. It depicts a garden in the southern part of what country? Usman?
France?
Yes. What was Vincent's nationality? Jonathan?
Dutch.
Okay, got it. That's it. 20-point special. Why are blackberries, raspberries, and strawberries not strictly berries? Ashvin?
Because they have seeds?
That's not specific enough. Upstairs?
They have seeds on the inside?
No, it's because they have their seeds on the outside. Open question for 30 points. Former NHL teams. What city was the former home of Calgary's Flames? Usman?
Atlanta.
Yes. What city lost its NHL hockey franchise to Colorado? Jonathan?
Quebec City.
Yes. What city lost its NHL hockey franchise to Phoenix? James?
Winnipeg.
Yes. Celebrities. Identify the following noted women of Western Canada. Born on the Piapot Reserve in Saskatchewan, who has become an international recording star? Vivek?
Buffy St. Marie?
Yes. A native of Swift Current, Saskatchewan, what outstanding athlete was the only Canadian ever to be acclaimed world badminton champion in 1939? James?
Johnson?
No. Downstairs? No. Dorothy Walton. Which feisty British Columbian newspaper woman was awarded the Order of Canada in 1971? No. Jonathan?
Wilbur.
Okay. Downstairs? Ashwin?
Charlotte.
No. Ma Murray. Born in Lumsden, Saskatchewan, who is known as a collector of Canadian folklore, particularly folk music. Among her publications are Sally Go Round the Sun and the Penguin Book of Canadian Folk Songs. Brian?
Margaret Lawrence.
No. Downstairs? No. Edith Falk. World War I, 30 points. What was the name of Germany's 1914 battle plan? Jonathan?
The Schlieffen Plan.
Yes. What Austrian heir to the Habsburg throne? Usman?
Francis Ferdinand.
Yes. What great power switched alliances? Usman?
Italy.
Yes. Team question for 40 points. The scramble. Who was the architect of the first Soviet state? Vivek?
Lenin.
Yes. The rest of this question is for you, for Gloucester. The remaining questions deal with Lenin. With the Russian Socialist Party split into two factions, what faction did Lenin lead in 1903? Vivek?
The Bolsheviks.
Yes. In what year did Lenin assume the control of the revolutionary movement and overthrow the Russian provisional government? Vivek?
1917.
Yes. What revolutionary journal did Lenin found in Switzerland in 1900? Vivek?
Pravda.
No. Iskra. Spark. Iskra. Snappers. Born in Chicago in 1909, who formed a big band and went on to become Jonathan?
Glenn Miller.
No. Went on to become King of Swing. Need an answer?
I know it.
Time. Benny Goodman. Name the actor from the British TV series Monty Python's... Usman?
Don't know.
Upstairs. From Monty Python's Flying Circus, who also starred in the TV series Fawlty Towers.
John
Yes.
Cleese.
Jonathan, yes, I'm sorry. Jonathan, it was John Cleese. What geometric figure is shaped like the diamond on playing cards? Ashwin?
Parallelogram.
No. Upstairs. James?
A rhombus.
Yes, rhombus. When the French withdrew in 1954, what city became the capital? Jonathan?
Saigon.
No. Downstairs. What city became the capital of North Vietnam?
Ho Chi Minh City.
David?
Ho Chi Minh City.
No, Hanoi. Called the father of aviation medicine, which Canadian invented the spacesuit? Jonathan?
Johnson.
No. Downstairs. Bianca?
Price?
No. Dr. Wilbur R. Franks. And that's the end of our snappers. We break the second break. Back after that.
1997 is the 50th anniversary for Lindsay Thurber Comprehensive High School in Red Deer, Alberta. Lindsay Thurber, a former superintendent, developed the first trimester system in Alberta, which encouraged large numbers of students to attend in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s. Currently, Lindsay Thurber High School houses 1,700 grade 9 to 12 students. We're back for the final round, the final 3 minutes of the game with the score of 400 for Gloucester High School, 130 for Lindsay Thurber. Take it away, Paul.
Thank you very much, David. 30-point open question teams on Western Canada. What city is home to a 1920 landmark representing the spirit of adventure? Ashwin?
Vancouver.
No. Upstairs? Yes.
Edmonton.
No, it's Winnipeg. What city received its name from a novel entitled The Sunless City, written by the English author of adventure fiction J.E. Preston Muddock? Usman?
Regina.
No. Answer, please. Jonathan?
Kelowna.
No. Flin Flon. Incorporated in 1886, what city is located on Burrard Inlet? Vivek?
Vancouver.
Yes. Music and nature, 30 points. Ottorino Respighi wrote an orchestral suite in which he describes musically which type of tree on the outskirts of Rome? Yanka?
Elm?
No. Vivek?
Oak.
No. Pines, the pines of Rome. Which of Beethoven's symphonies, describes pastoral scenes under Jonathan?
Number 6.
Yes, sixth. Frederick Delius wrote an evocative piece about what type of bird first heard in spring. Fill in the blank in the title. Ashvin?
Red-breasted.
No. Fill in the blank in the title. On hearing the first in spring. Yes?
Robin.
Robin? No, it's cuckoo. Now we go to snappers. What is the chemical symbol of the element protactinium? Vivek?
PR?
No. Downstairs, David?
PA.
Yes, PA. Who elaborated in his Optics in 1704 that light is composed? Vivek?
Newton?
Yes. What liquid hydrocarbon is used in plastics? Jonathan?
Ethylene?
No. Downstairs? Westman?
Polyethylene?
No. Styrene. What is the highest range of the Australian Alps? No answer?
Means?
No, I said no answer. Stoddart, Key Porter, and Penguin are all...
Publisher.
Yes. What city takes its name from the Cree word Misaskatumen Susman?
Saskatoon.
Yes. In 1865, what group of embittered Irish Americans... Ryan?
The Fenians?
Yes. What is the process of extracting a modulating radio signal from a modulated wave? Ashford?
Demodulation?
Yes. After serving as governor of Van Diemen's Land from 1836 to 1843, who set out to look for the Northwest Passage? Vivek?
Franklin?
Yes. Which ethnic group in the 1960s seceded from Nigeria and... Vivek?
The Bifarians?
No, that isn't what we need. Downstairs, I'll complete it for you. Seceded from Nigeria and formed the Republic of Biafra. Which ethnic group? Downstairs? Answer? No. No, that's it. Game is over. Gloucester seems to have won. We'll have the points corrected and confirmed in a minute.